existence just to meet me? If so, then that means I came into existence to meet Sora too. Yeah.
You look after yourself, Ivy.
If you happen to change your mind, you're welcome back anytime. Feel free to just visit too. Think of this town as your home base.
Thank you all for everything. I'll never forget you.
You know, in the weeks leading up to the Weakest Tamer, episode 12, the finale, the last episode of the season, I think, you know, for the past few episodes that come on here and I've talked to you guys, I'm like, yeah, this show is like something that's like been such a pleasure this season. And it's one of those things to where I think I've covered it, so I won't talk about it again, but essentially it didn't start off hot. It started off very mediocre, but over time, the show just got better and better. And I've explained that I think that happened around episode 4, maybe episode 5, to where once Ivy went out and began exploring the world, that's when not only her world, but our world opened up and the show really started to get a lot better. Episode 12, I felt like it was adorable and it was perfect. And I think the post-credits ending of showing us how Sora came to life and how Sora came to be and how all slimes kind of come to be. It's kind of like like plants and stuff kind of get pollinated in a sense. And there's like a juice that comes out from certain plants, and there's kind of like syrup, juice, dew, kind of like morning dew. This dew kind of forms into a slime, and the slime becomes conscious, and then it begins to live. And as we kind of saw in the video, most slimes end up dying. And for Sora specifically, I thought the story behind Sora being a disintegrating slime and the fact that like people don't tame disintegrating slimes, like they typically like they just get out of existence. Like even a 1-star tamer's too powerful for a slime. And I had always imagined, because of the abilities that Ivy has, that it wasn't that she was starless. It was that like her power couldn't be measured on a 0 to 3 scale. Like she was beyond. And that's kind of what I always thought. But the last episode kind of affirmed that no, she actually is no stars kind of tamer. And that's proven by Sora, who, again, even 1 star is too powerful to tame. When they try, it disintegrates. In their name, it disintegrates. But because Ivy was able to go ahead and tame Sora, that showed, kind of like that kind of shows her that Sora was born to be tamed by her, and she was born to tame Sora, like be like one of those first folks to actually go in and still use her skills that she was given in a 0-star sense. Now why she can tame 𝐜𝐴𝐿, our favorite panther, who was introduced this season but was very underused. I wouldn't say misused, just underused. I would have loved to see more 𝐜𝐴𝐿. But why she can tame 𝐜𝐴𝐿 in the way that she has, or have this taming relationship with 𝐜𝐴𝐿, again, my guess was because she was over stars, which I guess could still be the case, but it could be that she's under stars as well. So regardless, I thought that was a really adorable, really cute story. I also really, really love the fact that, she was able to not only be offered to stay in this town after everything, but she was able to come out and kind of like tell her truth to everybody. And she was able to finally say like, oh, this is my truth. This is who I am. And, this is like my truth behind it. And this is, who I've been. This is kind of where I got no stars. I got 0 stars, and all of that stuff. I thought it was great for her to be able to find peace within herself, but then within others, and for that peace to kind of be restorative peace to her, because this actually was able to kind of ignite her flames to actually go out and continue her adventures in the world, knowing that her very narrow view of other humans based on her upbringing and the folks that was around her when that cast her out was just that narrow. And in the wider world, there's a lot more people who have common sense and understand that she's a child, and stars, they're useful and things, but they don't they don't make the world go round. And I think I love that she was able to acknowledge that. And you know, she cries and it was an emotional moment, and I thought that was a really, really cute thing. And it's even cuter when you think about the fact that, you know, she's being represented and is a child. And it's cool to see, you know, a child kind of go through that that downpour. You know, that's not the cool part, but it's the upswing in the rejuvenation of people and relationships. And the net that she casts is broad. So it's not like one person or two people kind of like have kind of shown that they're not like what she's been represented or what she's been shown before. It's like large groups of people, you know, Mela, and, you know, even though she was a criminal, you know, her, and then among others, like being able to really accept her for who she is, and see her value beyond the stars, but her as a person. I think it's a beautiful thing for you know, for a kid to go through. And overall, I'm just very satisfied with this ending. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was just adorable is the word I keep going by. It's just adorable. And this is a show that could definitely continue on, just happenstance by her continuing on to go to another town, another city, you know, the capital, beyond the capital. I think it's just a really cool thing to, like, it has a very general, like, it has this, like, that structure of story, but it could kind of continue that going forward by the pillars that is set up and still tell a really cool slice of life story. So I think if this were to get a season 2, like, you know how By the Grace of the Gods got a season 2, I think if this got a season 2, it would be a much, much better experience than the trash that was By the Grace of the Gods season 2. And I don't use that word lightly, but By the Grace of the Gods season 2 is extremely boring and very disappointing. But anyways, thank you for being with me all season long. Hit up my videos. I have videos that, you know, are 10 to watch for spring, and then me going through every spring anime. Check those out if you haven't already. Leave me a like. It's been real. See you in spring season. Peace out, my friends.